Peace FM 104.3. Who to me, Taki?
Arnold.
Well, first of all, I'm super excited to Yebisa Tiwa about names Bia Omo coming up.
I know you go there, but
yes.
I know you go there, but my split it and come away into two. First of all, 10 years from now, Afrobeat, Emranti said I'm kind name about where my baby. Be brave assume. Ubisa said then you know you see me Afrobeat.
Yep.
Then you know me Afrobeat.
Yep.
So and sometimes the people say, look, sign you me any future, yeah high life. And no di Ghana we con this Afrobeat future. Who is saying?
Oh, Afrobeat has come to stay. Especially when in your recognition any grounding war, first of all, Africa. Now, in your grounding, acceptance, any validation or international music markets, then it has come to stay. Usually, there's a bit of struggle if you're generating waha. Na in your acceptance no waha. Na a safa acceptance or outside international market. No. Then now we say pepper for because music industry over the period I say once you're able to conquer your terrain, your next step is to move into the international music market and conquer that place as well. That's the norm. It is so conquer now say to me handle local terrain no now international no engineer push here now be some way. You can actually check what has transpired in, let's say, UK over the period now, say grime, say there's always been some difficulty for the Americans to accept. Into be sure one or two artists be now America for no to me accept one more crown crazy. You understand? And once you get the genre of music, in your dominance or local terrain, in your acceptance, the validation for international music market, then you can actually say for a fact. Say it has come to stay. So me Nick Tiwa Savage, I don't dispute what she said. And any aspiration said 10 years from now, no, not Afrobeat, now it be a Super Bowl, no, artists on Melbourne halftime, which is one of the biggest entertainment slots of of every show. No, Super Bowl halftime. Maybe an Afrobeat artist in Kanye Bella and Sano Huno, and I don't begrudge her because we share in the last 5 or so years how even top level or A-list American artists are jumping on Afrobeat sound, no? Then clearly it has come to stay. It will get better and bigger. That's how I say it. And see, I'm not listen, what's artists now I don't know, you know, or per acceptance or per validation or per recognition. And so if this genre of music is that thing that would give him data, why would you want to keep?
I'm sure saying the common about say Ghana, you hear identity.
Yeah.
A certain identity.
Yes.
By way of enuma it seems to be all over the place.
Yeah.
It be a dancehall, be Afrobeat, it be high life, it be hip life, it be hip hop, it be just say I say bebre sisi akra de omde bakwa ba beboma South Africa for the akwakofa ama piano.
Yeah.
I know so ya die gina enisu a yeah. So you don't think say now is the time ya can cancer no or we should not anya dey say we shouldn't worry. At the end of the day near betimi pian akọ the world stage ebe bo ama ebi anwontifo no ombenya more recognition ebe more sika. Ghana market ni sha and say Afrobeat no be na say betimi ama no more cash, more recognition. Yeah, encouraging no. This whole talk about identity ni we no ehu hia.
Because identity talk no dey very critical. Ehu hia pa say as a nation, as a music industry, you identity. So if there's that school of thought, I can say, oh, you project high life, now no signify your identity. Me, I will not begrudge that talk. If you know, say you have a mechanism, I bet me, feel level 1 to level 10, like Afrobeat a movie out from that level now. That's fine. Let's fix it. But you see, don't also knock the hustle of Omo to me also Afrobeat may do that level, because at the end of the day, just like you said, what's the purpose of the artist now again? To actually to be able to maneuver his way out to that recognition point and to be able to actually generate some revenue for himself and to whoever. Once he gets to that level, it doesn't matter the genre of music or the choir. So Omo propagate it for let's have an identity. We support it. Let's support it and move out to that point where to get that recognition. Now guess what? This Amapiano Asamoah-Baidoo, like I said in my earlier submission, say a hover around Africa and Kwan international recognition in the next year or two to fade. Now the South African somebody Amapiano band, they will now be looking out for something else, because Kwetu he came from there. And no man name de piano aba. So say it will hover around South Africa, any Africa, the UK American markets, they will go look for something else. Now, do you know something interesting? This gentleman who's done so well for himself in the last 5 or so years, Kwame Eugene, has always been talking about high life music, high life before soon be now to try, because they see and used to say high life and Odeko. And he's been part of that school of thought. Let's project high life. Let's project high life. Now, guess what? 3 days ago, he comes out with a new EP. What's it? Afro High Life. Oh yes. What's it? Afro High Life. Because on one anything, not let me even put the team aside. Gentleman, let's say, yes, me that may say high life. 3 years ago, I'm actually did the crown see me. Tisu said the new king of high life. So you say, okay, that's him. That's the guy who is going to project high life to that level. That's the guy with our support would project high life out through the mailer to that international recognition. Now he says, oh yeah, Afro High Life. Because on this one we say Afrobeat no edu a certain level so I'm finding one jimwa ebe harding. Now, but because he doesn't want to offend you, me, and everybody else, or they tweet to you, also say high life music. So what do? Let me just join the Afrobeat and the high life and do it Afro High Life, so that to satisfy both, you understand where it's coming from. Yes. So until it gets to that point where you actually have the powerhouses of international music markets accepting it there.
So to you who say Afrobeat and Ekuta CCR, I mean fans say Africa. No doubt. And only your identity by way of music.
Yes.
Idea call.
Yes, but you see, when you call into the intricacies of the Afrobeat, you actually realize the high life in it.
Okay.
So it's just the name kekene they are tiring.
Okay.
And that's how come I don't have a problem. You understand? Because a name no any African artists do that level. So who come into detail, say a quintessential high life. It's just the name and they are so. And so if that international market say, okay, we recognize Afrobeat, although you and I know say high life and they walk under to no. Who cares?
This FM 104.3. Who to me,